you planning on turning your vision into reality? What's the best method to avoid problems and hurdles along the way? A strong action plan. We've compiled 5 steps to help you build an action plan. After you've familiarized yourself with them, use the 5 steps to start reaping the benefits of planning right away. But before moving ahead, you are welcome to FIRE, the best YouTube channel about finance and investment. So please take a brief moment and go down and hit the like button, and if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, go to subscribe to stay connected. Let's get started from the introduction. An action plan is a document in project management that details the tasks that must be taken to fulfill the project's goals and objectives. An action plan, in other words, specifies what resources you'll need to reach your goals, creates a timeline for the tasks or task list, and decides which team members you'll need to accomplish them. Why do you need an action plan? Businesses sometimes don't spend enough time to establish an action plan before launching a project, which mostly results in failure. If you haven't heard, Benjamin Franklin once stated, "Failing to plan is planning to fail." Planning keeps you on track and helps you prepare for the challenges ahead. You can also increase your productivity and keep your concentration by creating an effective action plan. Writing an action plan can seem hard at first, but it's well worth the effort in the long run to keep yourself focused, and adopting a simple framework will help you achieve clarity. While tasks and dates may vary, action plans generally follow the same structure and contain the same types of information. Create an action plan to help you achieve your goal by these 5 steps. Step 1. Set SMART goals. Consider using the SMART outline to set the right goal before creating your action plan. Your aim should be specific. Your goal should be well-defined. Instead of expressing that you want to grow sales, you could say that you want to reach a certain threshold, such as boosting sales by 20%. Measurable. Make sure your goal can be measured. For example, if your goal is to increase sales, keep track of your progress by creating weekly or monthly sales reports. Attainable. Setting high goals to challenge yourself is wonderful, but make sure they're realistic. It can help you make the progress you want. Relevant. Your goal should align with your skills, needs, and interests. Time-based. You should set a clear time frame for achieving your goal, such as raising your income in the next 12 months. Step 2. Create a list of actions. In the next step, create a list of the tasks you'll need to complete to achieve your goal. This method comprises of breaking down your major goal into smaller goals. You can also make the final goal seem less intimidating by doing so, and you get closer to it in an organized, step-by-step way. Finally, ascertain that the goals are both attainable and relevant to your goal. If a task looks overly ambiguous or scary, break it down into 2 or 3 smaller action plans that seem more manageable. For example, if you want to grow in your career, you may have to complete many tasks, such as meeting a performance benchmark or learning a new skill. Learning a new skill is an example of a task that should be broken down into smaller, well-defined parts. Create a plan that will lead you to your ultimate goal by clearly describing each task. Step number 3. Set a timeline. You should define a time frame for finishing each task in the process along with a deadline for your main goal. It's important to implement a timeline so that you can stick to make sure your steady progress towards your goal. Consider the criteria and how much time you'll need to do each task on your list. For example, through social media and search engine optimization, you want to increase traffic to your website by 100% in a year. Set a deadline to each task, such as increasing your social media following by 30% in 4 months, or ranking on the first page of Google for specified keywords in 6 months. Step 4. Designate resources. If you're head of a large project, you'll probably be delegating work to many people. To start, analyze your team's talents and abilities to identify the best qualified member to accomplish each task. Then, write down who will be in charge of the goal and resources required to achieve it, such as money, equipment, and personnel. If you're running a marketing campaign, you'll need to figure out who on your team is best at planning, content creation, social media marketing, and SEO. It would be best to have the applications and tools for content production, graphic design, and marketing analytics. Step 5. Monitor the progress. Finally, explain how you'll ensure each task on your action plan is completed on time via internal reporting or regular meetings. You'll better understand your progress towards your goal if you can do this. Specify the metrics you'll use to track the plan's progress, which can include qualitative measures like the number of tasks performed or qualitative measures like sales or market share. For example, by the end of the year, if you want your customer service department to be able to handle 1,000 queries per day, you'll need at least 10 customer service representatives to attain your goal. As a result, by measuring how many inquiries you can manage and how many customer service representatives you'll have at the midway mark, you can immediately calculate how close you are to your final goal. So guys, now that you've done the hard work of creating an action plan for your business, now we need to provide you with 5 tips for implementing the plan. But before that, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you have any questions so far, let us know in the comments below. Number 1. Engage your employees. Only 23% of corporations use a formalized action plan, and 52% rely on a small group of top executives to make important choices. The problem with this method is that it ignores the little guy, mid to low-level employees, frontline staff, the individuals who actually put the strategic plan into action. Employees at all levels must be engaged if they plan to succeed. These personnel will not only provide invaluable insight into problems and concerns you may not have considered, but they will become emotionally invested in the process as well. The chances of effectively executing your strategic plan will rise tremendously when your team, again, the individuals who will execute the plan, are emotionally involved. Number 2. Keep all your teams connected to the plan. Don't stop there. Maintain open communication channels during the overall process. Your entire corporation should know that strategic planning is underway and that all hands are on deck as soon as the words "go" are being spoken. Then, as the project continues, keep everyone up to date and informed on what's going on. Communication is key at all levels of your company. 2 out of every 3 HR and IT departments, believe it or not, develop separate plans from the overall company strategy. Sometimes these plans are more comprehensive in terms of what that particular department needs to succeed, and perhaps they are not. The purpose of this statistic is to highlight the need for cross-departmental communication. Voices must be heard, comments must be acknowledged, and specific departmental needs must be integrated into the planning process. Before the official action plan cascades down from senior management, consistent communication can keep everyone on the same page and avoid conflicts. Number 3. Prepare the organizational culture for change and innovation. Not everyone on your team or even in management will be enthusiastic about the strategic plan right away. Forward-thinking strategies often cause anxiety in the organization's culture, and change management is all about collaboration and communication. People become set in their ways, and they know what they're doing and why they're doing it, and any alteration to their routine can be frightening. Prepare for backlash if the change is regarded as a top-down approach, with little thought given to the common people. To put another way, if employees aren't involved in the planning process, and a brand new plan is viewed as being aggressively implemented against the organization's culture, don't be shocked if your plan isn't well received. Number 4. Be agile and ready to adjust. No plan can survive the first contact with reality. Therefore, your implementation must be agile and adaptable. Because you can't predict the future with certainty, be ready to adapt and amend your plan when circumstances change, both internally and externally. You must understand that following the plan is interactive and necessitates constant adaptation, intending to bring the needle closer to your intended future state. Keep in mind, An action plan is a live document that changes over time. Number 5. Manage and prioritize projects. Your employees must understand the core of your plan. You must involve employees in the initiatives and actions required to fulfill the organization's goals and objectives and communicate their logic. This boosts their commitment to success and helps them better comprehend the strategic planning process. Make sure to evaluate projects in ranking so that your team doesn't waste time on irrelevant work or accomplish them out of order. We have reached the end of this video. The value of simple, all-inclusive action planning is obvious. By involving all levels of employees from the beginning to the end, you raise your chances of successfully changing organizational culture and gaining the complete support of your team in improving your business. So, what is your action plan strategy? Do share with us in the comment section below. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, then like, subscribe, and hit the notification button to get alarmed with our latest content. If you want to make money and enjoy financial freedom, then FIRE is for you. Thank you for your time.